So is it still possible to get a really great road bike for under 3K or for about 3K? I think so. Let me show you. Listen, if you were ever wondering, can you still, this day and age, get a really great road bike for about $3,000? I'm going to tell you the answer is yes. And here it is.
This is a really good road bike.
If you want to know how to build a road bike for $3,000 and it to be not a good road bike, but a great road bike, I'm going to tell you how I did it. And here's my finished result. And I got to tell you, I love it. I love it! First, let's start with, this is a Z bike, meaning Felt makes a Z series and an F series. F is their more streamlined racing series, and the Z is slightly more upright. It's more for endurance racing. But let me tell you, I much prefer Z over the F. This bike I can ride for miles and miles and miles, and I'm telling you, I do not believe I am sacrificing any performance. I looked at a lot of brands when I was looking for a bike that would to fit into my budget. I didn't need a top of the line bike, but I wanted something that was pretty close to it, and I think this really fit the bill for me. Super lightweight. I think when I bought it originally, it was slightly over 17 pounds. A lot of choices to choose from. I'll tell you guys, I'm about 5'8", and my previous bike was a 54 centimeter, but on this one, the way it was shaped, I actually went all the way down to the 51 centimeter, and I could not be happier. This bike fits me perfectly. So let's talk about some of the things this bike comes with. This bike comes with full Shimano Ultegra 6800 series group set. With a lot of other brands, they mix group sets, and I didn't want that. It did not come with the pedals, and I did have to buy those, and those cost me right around 100 bucks. So we'll take that $2,500 price tag and bring it up to 26. Now another thing this bike came with that I changed out, or I knew it was gonna change out from the get-go when I was researching all the different brands, is this bike came with Fulcrum Racing 7 rims. You know, you gotta sacrifice a little bit when you're looking for a really good bike at this price point. I found them to be a little heavy. They were nice. And the freewheel, just so you guys know, were really, really loud. So I got lucky. I went, and I'm gonna tell you how eBay kind of saved me on this. I went out and sold my Fulcrum 7s that came with this bike for about 300 and I think 50 bucks, which was a great deal that I sold them on eBay. And then I found these rims on a UK website for about $450. So when you trade that out, that's only really $100 more that I ended up spending. And these are the Shimano RS81s, carbon rims over aluminum. These were about 200 and I believe 250 grams lighter than the Fulcrum 7s. They're more aerodynamic as they're 35 millimeter deep inch wheels, where the Fulcrum 7s were, I think, 30. These have the blades that are the flat blades, so they're more aerodynamic there. And I seen these rims retail for up to $1,100. This bike is fast with these rims, and yeah, it only cost me $100 more. Another thing I purchased for this bike, and I actually used one of those Chinese websites, a pair of these really lightweight carbon fiber bottle cage holders. They weigh next to nothing. They're super light. I've had no problems with them. They're super strong, and they've worked out great, and I think I paid $30 US for the pair. And guys, I know you can't see it, but I bought carbon handlebars, and I actually got these on eBay as well, and I know they're all covered. This bike did come with, the one thing that I wasn't happy is it came with aluminum handlebars. I wanted carbon handlebars, and these are the 3T Aero Nova. They're super lightweight, they're super strong, and that really polished off what I wanted this bike to be. So when all said and done, even with changing the handlebars, adding the cage holders, adding the pedals, switching out the wheels, this whole bike cost me right around $3,000. And this bike, when I put it on the scale at my local bike shop, this bike weighed in just about 17 pounds. If I'm thinking that this bike overall is 2 pounds more than what the pros are using, I am super stoked. I have been riding this bike for 8 months now. I love this bike. I live in Florida. It is flat. It's windy by the beaches. And I tell you, I get in some group rides and I get this bike moving. I can get this on the flats. I can get this bike up to 30 miles an hour. And for me, that's fast. This bike has a high gloss finish that everybody comments on. It is a high gloss clear carbon. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, with a fluorescent yellow and dark silver mix. It is a really sharp paint job, actually one of the favorite paint jobs in all the Z series. Yeah, it may take some work like I did and have to switch out some things and add some things, but at the end of the day, it is possible and you will be super happy. Check out Felt. It's been a great bike. I've had no problems. Their customer service is great. And remember, when you look at these bikes, full group sets. So final thoughts. This bike is damn near perfect. For $3,000, yes, it's a 2015, but you know what? I don't mind at all. There is not too much technological advancements between 15 and 16, and this bike really has it all. So if you're looking for a great road bike with everything you're looking for, consider this Felt Z3. I couldn't be more happier. It's almost the perfect bike.